Good morning. So let's do it. Part 3. A retake. This is take 2. I'm trying to keep it short and concise. So everything that I share in my videos are mostly, I would say 99.9%, it's my personal experience, whether I work with somebody or I work on myself. So to keep it short today, what I would like to talk about when it comes to healing, we are all healers because we are. Where the healing energy is coming from the universe, right? From the divine, from the infinite source of energy. And what quality constitutes a healing? This is fundamentally very important. That intelligence, what's that intelligence? If you want to keep it very simple, I like to keep it simple because, like the teacher said, that the simplest thing in the world is the most powerful thing. We really don't need to complicate things. And this is always how I see this world. We try to make things so complicated at times that something can be fundamentally very simple. But our brain somehow will look at something that simple. It's impossible to have such a power. But it does. The healing is always coming from the loving energy. It's nothing more than that. Love is all that is. And when we're able to embody the infinite divine love in this physical body, in this world, in this existence, in this reality, right? So for those of you who understand a little bit of parallel universes, parallel realities, then you know there are part of you, of your consciousness, also can be coexist in another realities, another universe. Now, of course, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just talking about right now, at this very moment. What actually creates this healing power? What is it in the universal energy that will be so powerful? Not only is intelligence, because everything is formed by energies. So, again, I'm not talking about quantum physics. I'm not talking about all that, but just to recognize that in order to be able to make things move, when things are moving, when energies are moving, then you are not experiencing what we call illnesses or disease or discomfort. Okay, so we want to make energy move. You want to have a flow. Okay, so think about that. It's like when you rap a song, you want to have a good flow. When you drive, you want to have a good flow in the traffic so that you can enjoy the drive. You know, we always subconsciously we recognize that flow, but then somehow when we want to plug that idea into the healing arts, sometimes people will think like it cannot be that simple, it cannot be that easy. It is that easy, it is that simple. There are different ways to create the healing effects. Like I said, there are some people who will use the hands to do it, and I said that before in the last video. I will share about using the hands to clear up the energy, right? So I have congestion like right here. I can do that because I'm sensitive, right? My chi is activated, so it's easy for me to be able to feel and sense people's energy. That's one way to do it, but that's very basic. That's almost kind of like when your clothing is dirty, you take it to the laundry and laundromat to do laundry, or you do laundry at home, right? You wash it. If you have something on your face, you wipe it, clean it off. That's a very 3D mentality of doing healing. The ultimate healing is really coming from the true source of infinite unconditional love. So of course at the beginning it's very difficult to get into this like all lovey-dovey divine love. That's why we're all here to learn about healing. Hello, right? I get that. That's why using those like hand movements, whether you use, you learn from Reiki or prana healing or any other modalities, it works. When you move energy and facilitate the flow of energy, you restore balance. That's always the concept in this 3D world, okay? It works. However, when there's something that is deeper, when we talk about past lives or ancestral historical memories embedded in your DNA. Now, that is something different. So, that is not just something you can just easily to remove by doing this, which you can if you're a pranic healer. You probably learn about, you know, the different levels of healing. You use different colors for emotional healing, right? And it's more stubborn, right? Psychosomatic, injury mixed with emotional pain. It makes it more difficult. It's more stubborn to remove the pain. It will come right back because it's emotionally affected, that injured area. Okay. Now, so here's what I would suggest in this particular video is that you can totally use visualization like I said in the last video. You can do it in your meditation. You can do it without meditation if you're able to focus and stay within that space, quiet space, and be able to stay focused onto that visualization process. You don't even have to be in the meditation. So what happened is, instead of using your hands, actual moving, which is fine. It's like taking a shower. You're not going to stand right there in front of the shower and trying to okay, wash me, cleanse me. I mean, I guess it can, but you just have to scrub it, right? So you want to really scrub yourself. So how can we make that scrubbing action work in your visualization? Visualize it. I mean, I'm not joking. I'm serious. Remember I talk about when you set your mind to somewhere, your energy goes to that somewhere, okay? Energy flows to where your mind goes. It's very important concept. It's the basic, fundamentally, the most important concept. We have to understand that energy always goes to where our mind goes, okay? If you really have a hard time with that, then you will have a hard time to do things, especially when I talk about visualization technique, okay? Instead of using the actual hands to clean, pranic healers always pull, cut, and clean it out, green fire, boom, clean it, right? Wear the light green color gloves and all that, okay? You don't really have to do it. You can do it. I'm just trying to tell you there are different options to do it. So I can do my visualization without doing the meditation, just visualize and just seeing myself doing it in that space, whatever you call it, your sacred space, your imaginary happy place. You can see yourself working on yourself. You can visualize you are working on yourself. It's almost like you're looking at the reflection of yourself. You can do it like that by seeing yourself moving your own hands and cleaning out all the congestion, whatever pain that you feel. This is the best way to practice, is to practice on yourself. Don't even think too far on distant healing or working on other people yet. Because the best way to be able to investigate and test it out and test drive it is to really do it yourself. Because without doing it for yourself, you cannot have the experience. You can't really convince yourself to go any further than that, right? We want to see the result. We want to experience the result. So therefore, you have to do it. So try it today and just to take the time. Sit down. If you can do meditation, if you are very comfortable doing meditation for 15, 20 minutes or even longer than that, then you should be able to do that. I mean, you really do not need anybody to work on you. Because until we can go beyond that thought, when we have the limitation, set the limitation saying like there are certain things has to be healed and released or removed by somebody else, then you already set the limitation to your ability to be able to see the truth. Because what that is not the truth, right? That is just simply your mental faculty talking, your ego talking, your fear talking, your own belief system talking. But that has nothing to do with the truth. So when you want to become a very powerful healer, you have to be able to connect deeper and look beyond what we are dealing with in our daily basis, right? Things are very, very what we call like human stuff, right? Very 3D world stuff. We really have to understand that there are so many things that we do, that we see, that we think is very based on the construct this world that we're living in, this reality. So when we are doing healing, we have to take the leap of faith, so to speak. We have to really take a step, go beyond, outside of a comfort zone, and really test drive it. When you have a pain, so start it today. If you have knee pain, you have back pain, you slip wrong, like my coworker, technically you can really do it on your own. But when you are not even giving it a try, then you will never be able to see the result or have a chance to see a result, right? You got to do it. So the best way to practice is to, I hate to say it's good that if you have some discomfort or pain or illness right now, hopefully it's nothing too majorly debilitating, okay? If you have something very simple pain, slip around, my neck is tight, all you have to do is visualize yourself sitting down or standing, having my own image of my back right here in my visualization, whether I'm just chilling, relaxing the visualization, that I will be doing healing on my own. So basically, you are invoking, you are asking the universal energy coming through my whole body, right? I'll be visualizing my back, my neck, which was really where it was this morning, okay? So I did it in my meditation / Akashic record. So I did my Akashic record healing. So I'll talk about that later on, because that is something else. And so right now we'll just talk about the basic little boo-boo, little discomfort, little pain here, pain there, right? So you want to just to visualize it in your mind, visualizing energy coming down to the whole entire body, especially the problem region in your visualization, okay? And then you will see yourself in the visualization that you will move your own hands, watching it as if you're watching this like a movie clip. You see yourself moving the hand in the counterclockwise motion, counterclockwise, okay, counterclockwise. You're facing the object, which is yourself, problem area, which is my back, counterclockwise, moving in that direction. And then seeing yourself in the visualization to remove the energy away and dump it. So I think it's a good practice. This is coming from pranic healing, to visualize a bucket of green fire, light green fire, that will disintegrate the energy. To me, you don't have to, but that's one way to do it. The way I do it is that when I remove the energy in my visualization, it will go out. That darker, dirty energy, congested energy will be out in the universe, going back to the universe. It's almost like a sparkly. It's like not necessarily firework, but it's like all sparkles. So from the dirty energy in my visualization, it's always turning into sparkles. As soon as I remove it and it's just ruining it off, and that whole thing will turn into something very beautiful. That is a way to acknowledge and see that transmutation of energy, because energy cannot be destroyed, right? So you can only transform the energy. So you can allow the universe to transform the energy as soon as the energy is leaving your hands in your visualization. That's another way to do it, because it's actually cleaner. Meaning, to me, that's easier. You don't have a bucket, you don't have anything. You remove it, let go. As soon as you let go, with that intention, the energy will be automatically transformed by the divine. It's going to be beautiful. Removing, beautiful. Removing, beautiful in that visualization. So you can do it that way. You can practice by doing that without using your actual hands. You will start to see, like, you know what? That actually works. And then by the time you really want to be like, hey, you know what? I'm a hands-on person. I just want to use my hands. Forget about visualization. I don't like to do that. Then you can come back and then test it out again. You can visualize yourselves back, and then you use your actual hands to do that. Same concept, whether you use a green bucket, right, a bucket of green fire, release it into fire and the skin disintegrate energy, or same thing, I can do it in the actual way, sparkly, back to the universe, sparkly, instantaneously, sparkly, until everything is gone, right? So try it. Let's just do that comparison for yourself, for the sake of your own soul searching and your experience, right? So you want to use the visualization to do it. And then you can use your actual hands to do it. Okay? So see how it goes. Now, after you're done with the cleaning part, you can also visualize your hands, your arms, your body just being cleansed with the white light. That should be good enough. Or some people will take off their shoes and ground yourself by just stepping on the ground, and ground yourself and let the energy go down to the core of Mother Earth, and let the Mother Earth to transform and transmute that energy, and then re-energize your body and bring the energy back from the bottoms of your feet, going back up through your head and going back to the universe. So you want to cleanse your body, releasing all this like dusty energy that you work on yourself or even somebody else. So that's how you can kind of what we call it, like cut the cords. There are different ways to do it. There's no one way, has to be one way. Knowing that energy can be transformed and transmute, you just have to utilize your imagination, because your imagination is God-gifted, the most powerful tool we ever had. The brain is simply to devise a plan, to create a plan, to execute a plan, right? To come up with the ideas to support our creativity. If you really think about that, what your heart desires is coming from your heart. You think it's coming from your brain. It's actually no. Something you're more drawn to has nothing to do with your logic. And even, yes, your brain, left and right, creativity versus logic, but still, the brain is really a gigantic computer, is a great tool to help support what our heart wants to manifest. So you want to tag team, but you want to make sure this and this, they are in alignment. That's all. Practice today and share with me if you want to Facebook private message me on One Love One Mind. Feel free to do that, and I will upload this video on YouTube as well. Until next time, I will share some more tips and do a little bit. So baby steps, but it works. All this stuff works, but you just have to put it into action and try it out and see it for yourself. Okay? Have a good day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.